So originally, I wrote a script for this video. Um, the script was just talking about like how awful perfectionism was and like ways to fight it off, like but I it was so hard for me to record this video following that script because holy fucking shit, perfectionism has its nasty grip on my life, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I tried recording this video for the first time. By the first time, I mean like the first 50 times. If it wasn't one thing, it was another for me. And it got so draining and anxious just to like record something that no one was even seeing, because like obviously I'm fucking recording it. Um, and like, yeah, this video is gonna be about me rambling about perfectionism and how much it sucks, because it sucks and it affects people. It affects a lot of people, not even in an art way. Um, the piece I'm working on is actually a commission I've been holding off on because of my perfectionism. I have been rotting on this commission for months, and with each attempt I've done to finish it, um, my perfectionism always found a way to just wiggle its way into my brain and tell me that, like, oh my god, it's not good enough. Oh my god, it's not finished. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I end up just completely abandoning it and wallowing in art block and sadness for a few weeks before trying again. And honestly, I feel bad for my friend who commissioned me because I would always come on here like every few weeks, being like, oh my god, I got this. You're gonna get your shit. It's gonna look amazing. I got this. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And then a few days in, I completely give up because it just doesn't build up to be the masterpiece I wanted it to be. Or like it'll be coming along really well and I'm really liking how it looks, and then out of nowhere, like, I take one look at it and it just looks disgusting to me. I've always kind of struggled with perfectionism, especially when it comes to my art and especially with digital art. With my traditional art, it's always been easier for me to not only follow through with it, but also be happy with the finished product. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's traditional art, and traditional art, the first thing you learn with traditional art is to build off of your mistakes rather than um, looking for ways to fix them. Because building off of your mistakes in turn fixes it in a way that helps you improve and grow as an artist. But um, with digital art, there are so many ways to refine and fix your mistakes. Like, you can zoom into your canvas to be like a pixel by pixel. You can move and transform your art. Like, there are so many different ways to fix your mistakes, and that becomes so draining because now your brain is pointing out these really small mistakes, which are honestly not fucking noticeable to outside perspectives. Like, girl, you are okay, it looks amazing, but your brain still looks for these mistakes regardless, and now you're dumping hours into fixing mistakes that, like I said, weren't even noticeable to begin with. And honestly, like, spending hours refining these mistakes can take the life out of the piece you're working on as well. Because now, like, it'll end up looking, I don't know, just super static, because like you will always find a mistake in your work if you're looking for one. If you're actively looking for mistakes in your art, you will find them. And even if you spend hours fixing those mistakes, your brain will just pump out new mistakes for you to fix. So you're just fixing and fixing and fixing and fixing. So your work just ends up being a repair shop, just a big repair. And that's not how art is. So I've been struggling with perfectionism like that in my digital art for a while. And honestly, at first, I didn't think it was perfectionism. I thought it was just, oh, I just don't like how my art looks, like my art style isn't that good, or just, oh, the way I'm working is just not working for me. I thought it was all these other factors. And so I would spend days and weeks just like trying to change my art style or change the way I do things. And at first, it would give me like that temporary relief. It would give me that, oh my God, I found it. I found the solution to my problems and I fixed it and it's going to be awesome. And my art is going to be amazing. But that relief was only temporary and not even like halfway through my working on a piece with my new art style, I will get that perfectionism again. Like that perfectionism will just awaken in me again. And all that work I've tried doing to fix that feeling goes out the window. Yapping about this, I've been using the words fix and fixing and fix, 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 fix like so much because that's perfectionism. Perfectionism is just fixing things until it's perfect. And like that is poisonous. That not only poisons your art, but it poisons your life as well. That honestly opened my eyes. Um, it opened my eyes because, like, especially like with art, and as I've mentioned earlier, you kind of have to rely on your mistakes to make a good art. Obviously, there will always be those like big things you have to change, especially if you want, I don't know, more realistic art or you want to draw anatomy. Like, there are objective things in art. But those objective things, not only are they very few and far between, but they also heavily depend on the kind of art you make and the kind of art you want to make. Outside of that, art is completely subjective. Like, um, you could literally just flick some paint on a wall, and someone out there will find it absolutely inspiring and motivating, and like, oh my god, this art piece literally changed my fucking life. Like, I could literally post pictures of the papers I use to color swatch, and some people will find that beautiful, even though to me it's just scratch paper that I use to color swatch my markers. So, applying that mindset to my digital art has helped me so much because just not focusing on fixing those small mistakes um brought the fun in my art again, because art is about having fun. And when you focus on fixing everything, you don't really give yourself the opportunity to have fun. And those small mistakes could also be a gateway into finding something you actually like to do with your art, like discovering new ways to make your art look more appealing to you and the people you show it to. Because at the end of the day, your first priority should be yourself. If you're not happy with the art you're making, and if you don't feel satisfied with the art you're making, you should focus on that. Like, you should not focus on how other people feel about your art. Because, like I said, girl, it's completely subjective. Like, there will always be someone out there who will die for your art. And there will also always be someone out there who would literally go to the ends of the earth if it means burning all of your art to the ground into one crispy pile of ash, you know? So focusing on how you feel about your art and trying to be, you don't always have to be happy with your art, but you should always be satisfied with your art in some way. So being able to set those bases for your art will also help in the long run. You know, it'll create that space to where you won't really focus on those small mistakes. You won't be nitpicking and shit like that. Even in this piece, I had to like catch myself from nitpicking because it is also just a force of habit. It's a habit you have to break with perfectionism, which sucks, but breaking that habit makes you a better artist every day, you know? So you just have to be able to catch yourself, you know? Like when you realize, oh my god, I've been zoomed into this canvas for like 15 minutes and I've been focusing on this small portion of art, you need to just like zoom out and look at the big picture again and reorientate, you know? And just, yeah, honestly, this video was just about me yapping about perfectionism and how much it sucks. Like I said, I wrote a script for this video before, and it was just like this whole script, and it was full of jokes, like literally a fucking movie script and shit. But even just like trying to follow that script, just oh my god, it was awful. I have like 50 attempts of me trying to uh follow through with the script whilst adding my own flair, you know? So I'm just saying fuck it, and I'm just recording off of the top of my very tired head and hoping it comes out okay, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my semi coherent rambles, and I also hope you enjoyed watching the art. I had a lot of fun finally finishing this commission. Um, it took months to do it, but I finally did it, and I am so happy I did because it was like honestly a milestone for my mentality and my art as a whole. So I'm very happy I was able to finish it, and I'm very happy I'm able to show you guys the process. So, yeah, I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, bye!